the legacy continues. This is Adventure Sports Outdoors. Here's your host, Andy Bougas.
Welcome to another edition of Adventure Sports Outdoors. We got a great show planned for you today. Me and my buddies a couple months ago spent some time down at Lake Shelbyville at the Lake Shelbyville Fish Habitat Alliance Habitat Day. It's a great organization that's been put together down there. They have a large group of volunteers, which is what makes it happen, where they put together a lot of these nice structures, artificial stumps. They also have a bunch of Christmas trees from Christmas that'll be there, and they'll put them out. So they put hundreds of structures out each year into Lake Shelbyville, which is, as you know, if you're in a Army Corps of Engineer lake, after about 50 years of existence, you're losing a lot of your wood. So when you lose your wood, you lose your structure, you lose your hiding places for your fish. So this has really worked out well for them. And I mean, this organization, they're getting calls from all over the country for people trying to duplicate this. Hardest part is getting the volunteers to come together on the build days to build these structures. But I tell you what, when we were there on the Habitat Day, when they were putting it in, there must have been 100 people, I would assume, there. You'll see it in the video. Everybody worked in conjunction together. Everything went so smoothly. I was very amazed at all the barges and how they loaded up the structures, and we took them out and we dropped them in the water. And then you're also going to see here, about a month and a half later, we go fish some of these cubes, right? You're going to see some of the fish that we catch on today's video. Those come off those cubes. There was fish all over those cubes already. So within a month or two, the cubes had fish, the trees were loaded full of fish, and so were the artificial stumps. So obviously this is working if they're going in that quickly and they're being used. So that's just a great organization. And then we're also going to have a little something here. The Notre Dame fishing team had their annual end-of-year banquet. I believe they had that at Kelleher's Irish Pub, where Mr. Fish Pat Sullivan is always taking care of them. So stay tuned, watch a great show here, and hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did filming it.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsall Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily. The Illinois State Rifle Association, dedicated to education, safety training, and Illinois firearm owners. And by River Valley Charter Service, guided fishing trips in Central Illinois, 309-208-7587. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
Welcome back to Adventure Sports Outdoors. We're here today at the Lake Shelbyville Fish Habitat Alliance Habitat Day. This is a great organization down here at Lake Shelbyville. It consists of many different businesses, government agencies, different organizations. And what they do, being an Army Corps of Engineer lake, after about 50 years of existence, a lot of the wood and stuff starts going away. So this is what they do to help supplement it. It really helped the fishery here at Lake Shelbyville. As you can see behind me, they have these builds, and they put these things together. They get groups together all the time, 4 or 5 times a year, and they do these builds here. And then what they do is they have like a day like today, which they call the Habitat Day. And basically what they do is they have a bunch of volunteers that come out. They'll come down here, they'll drop the cubes in, they'll put GPS markers and everything on those locations. They will give that out to the people so everybody will know where these cubes are. Great locations to go find fish. So if you go to like Chip's Marine there in Sullivan, he has a whole list of the coordinates. I think you can go online and get it as well. But if you have those coordinates, and you can kind of come here, go straight to those spots, and you can find fish usually on those about any time of the year. So really helpful for people coming in out of towns, really helping the fishery, giving those bait fish and things a place to hide and a place for those crappie to gather. So it's a great thing they're doing here at the Lake Shelbyville Fish Habitat Alliance. We wanted to come join them here today and see how this was done, and maybe mark a few spots for when I'm here in May to catch a couple.
So today's the annual Fish Habitat Improvement Work Day, and it's a partnership between the Lake Shelbyville U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the Lake Shelbyville Fish Habitat Alliance and IDNR Fisheries. So we're just putting in some artificial structure today, as well as some Christmas trees. You know, Lake Shelbyville is a 50-plus-year-old reservoir, and a lot of the habitat that was here when the lake originally opened isn't here anymore. So we're just replenishing some of that structure and habitat in the lake. You know, a lot of the woody trees have degraded and you know, either washed out and flooded. Now they're up in the uplands and just not available for the fish anymore.
And when I've been talking to Chip and Chip's Marine about this, and I tell you what, this organization here is probably more special than most, because I was listening to him talk up here, and you know, this is a national thing. Things are going national now, and it's basically, people are using Lake Shelbyville as kind of like the place to look at to see how to do this to help their fisheries. There's a lot of Army Corps lakes out there, and that's the thing, 50 years old, your wood's leaving, it's almost gone. This is a great way to supplement it and help your fisheries continue. I tell you what, if I didn't live 2.5 hours away, I'd be here fishing here all the time. Of course, I live a little farther away, but I do make it down here a couple of times a year just because I love the fishery. It's pretty hard not to catch crappie here, to be honest with you. You have to be a pretty bad fisherman, I think, which I have done on occasion, but we won't go there. So, but hey, Corey, I really appreciate you spending the time. Tell us a little bit about it. Appreciate what you do here. I think it's a great thing for everybody, and hopefully there's a lot more lakes that kind of start creating these groups doing this. Thank you, and we appreciate it. Hey, we've had a great day today. Me and my buddy cameraman Tim Conover. We're out here on Lake Shelbyville putting in some different habitats for the fish. I tell you what, guys, you really need to go check out the Lake Shelbyville Fish Habitat Alliance and some of the things that they do here at this lake. I think this could be repeated all over the country. It actually is being repeated all over the country. Actually, Lake Shelbyville has become one that is actually known for this type of thing, so they're kind of becoming a model for all these other locations to try this. It's been absolutely a great day. Met a lot of great people, a lot of great volunteers here. And as you can see behind us, they even had a rock barge where they put in like, I don't know, $130,000 worth of gravel or something. Crazy that they put in this lake, and every year they're putting more rock and stuff around the lake. These cubes are going in, those stumps are going in. Even Christmas trees, as you will see in the video, that it's just amazing the amount of structure they put in here. They were telling me they believe there's somewhere around over 2,000 cubes that are in this lake, and that includes the cubes, the stumps, the trees. So they've added so much structure to this lake. It's the reason why it's such a good crappie lake. There's a lot of great guides out here on this lake. You got Matt England with England Expeditions. You got Steve Welch with Lake Shelbyville Guide. There's a lot of other ones out there, just a couple of them there that I know. So if you're interested in catching some crappie, I think Lake Shelbyville would be the place to go.
A few months later, Andy and his wife returned to Lake Shelbyville, only this time for their May fishing trip.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Here we go. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. That's a nice one.
I don't think you're
Look at that one. See it? That's a nice crappie right there, caught on a nuclear hair jig. Hooked right in the top of the mouth perfectly. It's a good fish. Oh, there's another bite. Another bite. Another fish. Another little guy. Another one bites the dust. Come on now. It may not be a slabber, but she's a crappie. We back at her here. getting out and trying to get some slabs. Over, see what I'm using there? And they call that the minnow presentation. If you have it like that, I believe they call it the mermaid presentation.
See another one?
It's about time to find you a green, baby.
Do what?
I need to find you something like this in that package. There we go. I'm bringing on a jar. I'm bringing on a jar. Oh. Hold on, big fella. Hold on, big fella. And a giant, it's like 8 inches. That's a mounter. That's a pounder. Good one? Oh yeah, get it in. Oh yeah, yeah. Nice, Leah. Nice, baby. Good job. I'll tell you what, we're catching fish. We're not catching 1,000 of them, but we're catching fish. Got 12-incher back there, a couple 11s, probably a bunch of 9.5s, and we threw back a bunch of 8.5 so far. Only been out here a couple hours, so we're doing pretty good. We've changed up techniques a couple times. First we were casting, caught a few, using a little nuclear jig from Dean Martin. Then we kind of went, tried using a bobber, 16 inches or 24 inches below a bobber. Tried doing a little bit of that. Got a couple little ones that way. Kind of going back to what I really like. I like spider rigging and just drifting. So far we're doing all right, catching a few small ones, a few big ones here and there. So hopefully the day continues to get better. As they've been saying the last couple of days, it's actually gotten better as the days went on. So hopefully we'll catch a few more. That is an absolutely beauty. And I seem to be catching a lot of these bigger ones on this goldfinger, babe. Stacked in here. Oh my God, yeah. Almost 12. Almost. Almost a nice 12-incher right there. Take those all day long. Nice. There we go, baby. There we go. Nice. Nice. That's a good one, too. Good. Smallest one of the day, but we will take her. We will keep her. We just need niners. We can't catch our unders because we're too good a fishermen. It's hard for us to catch unders. We've been struggling at it. We wish we were that good a fisherman. Ah, look at that. Mama getting on the game. Atta girl. Oh, she just caught the, and she just took the prize for the smallest. And no, we are not going to keep a 7-incher. But
No.
last day Shelbyville, and we still catching some slabs, baby. Little 1/8 ounce jig. Just got a nice double. See that? Nice little crappie. Got on that top hat gold finger, the 1/8 ounce homemade jig head. Looks like a nice little fish here. Let's check her out. final day here in Lake Shelbyville. I tell you what, we've had a ball. The wife won't let me put her on camera much, but I guess I'll get her a couple times maybe today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're trying to stay local with all these different local lakes and kind of show you different techniques that work so you can go out there and do it yourself, because we're just everyday fishermen just like you. So appreciate you watching the show today. Stay tuned next month. We'll have something special for you again.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsaw Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily. The Illinois State Rifle Association, dedicated to education, safety training, and Illinois firearm owners. And by River Valley Charter Service, guided fishing trips in central Illinois, 309-208-7587. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.